Alright, check it out. About to do an install on my 2020 Honda Fury. Installing what? A sissy bar, a tall sissy bar. So when I do long trips, I can put a bag on there, strap it down. So looks like it's just 4 screws that go into the back of the bike right here. So let me get started. Alright, first we got to do is take off this back fender. So in order to do that, first is this screw. And then you got 2 screws up under the rider seat. So I'm going to get my tool and get busy on that. Make sure I keep my washers. One screw. Two screws. Now the seat should just pull off pretty easy, like so. Boom. I got the passenger pillar coming. When that comes, I'll put it on right there. Now next, gotta pop these 2 out, and I should be able to take this whole fender off. Let's see. In order to do that, I'm going to use a really small flathead screwdriver. So let's see if I can get this popped up. Oh, you got to pop it in. And then you can pull this out. There we go. Make sure I keep that. Let's do the other side. So pop that in. Pull that up. Now let's see how easy this fender come off. Look at that. Just like that. Wow. That's pretty easy. Alright, next, so I have to make sure that the sissy bar lines up the holes, because I got to drill holes into the fender. So I want to make sure once I get those holes, they line up. So let's see. Basically, you see 2 holes right here on the back and 2 holes right there on the front. And it's going to be, let me see, it's going to be this hole and this hole, this hole and this hole. So let's take a look. So if I put these 2 right here, and it's metal, so it's not going to be perfect, but it should line up. Might have to make sure I pull it out a little bit, but yeah, it's going to line up. Once I get it on there, once I know the holes, I can literally just screw them in there, one at a time. Pull a little bit, so that'll work. Now, second thing I want to do, just to be sure before I start drilling in my fender, Let's measure. So the center of this hole to the center of this hole is 5. Center of this hole, center of this hole is 5. Not sure if you can see this, but Honda actually put crosshairs in the fender to tell you where to drill. Let's see. Crosshair is, you know, I saw them. Goodness. Oh, there we go. There's a crosshair. And there's a crosshair. So boom, 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 boom. All right, let's go ahead and drill holes using the crosshairs that Honda provided. Hope this goes well. That don't take long. Goodness. Don't take long at all. A little scary, I must say. Alright. And we got 1, 2 more. Yeah, there we go. Got the holes in there. See them from that side too. Now I need to see how they look on the bike. Alright, so I got the fender back on with the holes. So here's the test. If I look through, I can see straight down, and I can see straight down. You probably can't see it as good as me, but I'm confident that all the holes match. Beautiful. All right, now it's time to put everything back together. So first, what I want to do, just as a baseline, I'm going to put this screw in here but not tighten it. That way it's kind of holding things down. This sissy bar came with 4 of these screws and 4 hex nuts. So I'm going to do one by one. I am going to prop the sissy bar up on here and try to get one screw in at a time. See how this goes. Ugh, all right. First screw in. Let's get another one. That one's in there. Bam. What's in there? All right, it's on there. Okay, so it's a little difficult getting my hand up under the fender and trying to hold the hex nut to screw it in. As you know, if you're using a wrench to put a screw in a hex nut, you need some friction. You need it to go against each other. So I think I found the answer, needle nose. This is small enough, I should be able to get it in there and try to grab the nut while I wrench each screw down. So here we go. That's it. Alright. That is going nowhere. Alright, so let me tighten everything back up. See what it looks like. So that's how it looks. Man, that's a big sissy bar, but I want to be able to carry bags. I think it gives it a different look. Definitely does. I like that it matches the rest of the chrome. So it's a lot of chrome up front, but not in the back. And that's a lot of chrome in the back. All right, let me get everything tightened back down. All right, all installed. So that's what it looks like. That's a pretty big sissy bar. But I like it. It's different. I got the passenger peel-in coming, so that'll cover up these screws. That'll be here next week. And we got it. All right, all installed. So everything and everything. This screw, these two screws, and two pop pins at the front of the fender. Fender comes off. Honda has already put crosshair markings on the inside of this fender to make these 4 holes. Got to give it to Honda. So you just take the fender off, screw in those cross hairs, put the fender back on, line up your holes, and put your screws in. Got hex nuts under the bottom. Should be able to reach under the back of the fender to secure those hex nuts while you wrench these screws down. Yeah, that's it. Put the seat back on. I like it. Look kind of vicious.